Other questions? All right. If you all stand by, yes, sir.
No, hey, always recognize when you stop selling.
No, folks, your ears and eyes are not deceiving you. You just heard Deputy Secretary of the NCDOT, Nick Tennyson, tell Lewis Mitchell, who Ballantine Magazine says the buck stops here with, that's responsible for, he's responsible for $1.7 billion in 4 different counties. Nick Tennyson told Lewis Mitchell, stop selling. Stop selling? I thought it was a done deal. I thought it was over with. You know, the NCDOT was nowhere to be found during this whole process of passing these resolutions until, of course, they bumped up the date and pushed through the financial close. But now it's really a done deal. Well, why would Nick be so upset? I'm about to show you. Because just like I've been saying since the MUMPO meeting they said was a done deal, and the contracts they closed, parts of the contracts they closed last year, I told you it wasn't a done deal. And I told you it wasn't a done deal when they passed the financial close. It's still not a done deal. And here's the proof. They're not even going to break ground in 2015. They're just going to start planning for this toll road. They lied to you. They're liars. They've been lying the whole time.
As Deputy Secretary Tennyson stated, we're going through the final stages of vetting the access points and the direct connects, and we expect to convene those meetings next week with the MPO transportation officials. In every one of the neighborhoods have a representative that's going to be represented on that special subcommittee. Once we finalize that, we will then issue a notice to Cintra to commence the final design for the corridor. We expect that probably about 50% designs will be ready by the end of the year. They will then start the procurement of environmental permits, and so we should see major construction in the spring of next year.
I thought we heard summer of this year.
Okay. And one of you
Just look how upset Warren Cooksey and Nick Tennyson look because of Lewis Mitchell telling us the truth. That's right. They're not even going to have the plan done by the end of 2015. And lo and behold, you know, these environmental permits that they keep telling us is the reason we can't get general purpose lanes. Yeah, they still got to pull those as well. What can I tell you, folks? Keep watching. Here you go. Here's some more. Enjoy.
Will there be a total project start in Asheville, start in Wilmington?
Asheville does not have a toll project identified. Mid-Currituck Bridge has been identified as a toll project, and the 540 tollway we've already talked about around Raleigh, and whatever projects are underway here are the currently identified projects. There are other projects. The question how we're going to do I-95.
I-95, yeah. Don't you remember a guy, if you've watched my videos, by the name of Tom Tillis, happens to be a senator now, and he said, we're not going to toll I-95. Look, I told you guys that too. They're going to toll it all, man. They're going to toll it all. All they got to do is get the local MPOs in order, in line, get their people in there to say, we want the tolls no matter what the public says. It's going to be left up to these bureaucrats to push these tolls. And if you don't believe me, let's send the baton. Let's hand it over to one of the bureaucrats that will listen to the public least. Our good old friend from Charlotte, Warren Cooksey.
Somebody's whispering here, and Warren wants to help with this film.
Thank you, Commissioner Fuller. Something that Chief Deputy said earlier may help address the direct question you're asking. That is to recall that the road projects that exist statewide are identified, and the final transportation improvement programs are adopted by both the Board of Transportation at the state level and local metropolitan planning organizations and rural planning organizations. If a local metropolitan planning organization doesn't seek a toll lane project, it's not going to appear in their area.
And this is not news. This is what we said, that this issue arose as a result of a study and a conscious decision over a number of years. Many of the people who were involved in that, I think, had to subject themselves to a lot of learning about alternatives and beginning to understand the limitations of those alternatives. I don't think any of them walked into the room thinking, gosh, I really hope this comes out with a toll.
Nobody wanted the tolls? Excuse me, Secretary Tennyson? Nobody? We were thrown out of the meeting as if they had all kind of come together and decided they were going to get tolls before they ever even heard from the public. That's the whole idea of setting up these MPOs, is so that people can't vote to stop things like tolls directly in local elections. But we can do it by replacing the governor, by replacing the senators that are feeding us a line of the stuff they shovel at the horse farm. You get the drift? So anyways, folks, I appreciate you watching. Please share the video. As always, donate at constitutionalwar.org. Without your donations, all this coverage goes away. Over the years, none of it would happen without you. And because I love you so much, I'm going to end on a, I guess, funny note, kind of sick humor. But let's take one more look at Tennyson freaking out and saying, hey man, hey Lewis Mitchell, they don't have any more questions, man. Once you've made the sale, stop selling. He said he made the sale to Davidson, and their weak resolution, I actually wouldn't disagree with him that much. Pretty sad, guys, pretty sad. But have a laugh anyways.
No, he answered. Okay, other questions? All right. If you all stand, yes, sir.
No, hey, always recognize when you stop selling.